You're like, fuck that, dude. Why
I'm in my Dave Navarro era.
Yeah,
right
Davey Navs.
All Davey Navs.
Old David. we fuck with the Navars.
This ceiling probably cost way too much
Isn't it
fucking
beautiful?
money.
Oh
yeah, it's beautiful.
Shout out Jason Alexander's grandparents, dude.
They were like, we are going to build.
We're going to have the most amazing basement. Well, it's a showroom, dude. Like, he built it for karaoke. Is audio rolling?
I cannot handle it.
That's cool.
He built it for karaoke?
Yeah, they built, Colonel Steve built the Love Lounge for karaoke. And then Jason and the comics moved in.
I think I love the fact that, like, only him and his wife were probably karaokeing. You know what I mean? It was just like a Thanksgiving Day treat. Like,
yeah,
and by the way, guys, we have the karaoke machine and a fog machine.
He learned how to do dry ice in 2013. Welcome back to the podcast, baby. Blah, 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 blah. It's time for the podcast. We got Tracy Kellet on it because that be sick and hippie and it is fun. And I don't want to rap anymore because I'd rather smoke this blunt. And I just want to talk to you because I am a cunt. All right, that rhymed. Thanks for the boing at the end. I'm Cameron McKenzie. To my right of me is not that B. Fuck him. Joe Bruno behind the ones and twos.
I'll be here backing you up, buddy.
Hey, making us sound good, baby. You sounded like a 70s radio host there. It was sexy as fuck. And then we have the honorable, the wonderful. We got Tracy Kellet on, baby.
Woo.
Hello, Bing Bing.
It's Beanie Boys. I'll get to you in a second, but for now, I have to do this on my own. It's time for new jokes. All right, I gotta spark the blunt. Oh, this is
time for new jokes.
Ha, 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 ha. Thank you for the help. That's exhausting to do two jobs at once.
All right.
Tracy, would you like to host?
Sure, absolutely.
Just bring me up however you'd like to.
I'm Johnny Bratsfield, and with me
I'm Johnny Bratsfield.
is Cameron McKenzie.
Hey!
Give it
clap,
up.
Clap, 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 clap. Oh my God, where are my jokes? Where are my jokes? So, I look like Pete Davidson if he was cast in Portlandia, not SNL. It's a good one. I look like a... Oh, scoot back.
Oh, sorry.
This is my camp, babe.
I'm so sorry. These cameras going to be the death of me.
That's okay. Make eye contact. That's your camp. That's camera one, camera two. Hello. I look like a beat poet with no rhythm. These are good. I look like Europe didn't want me. That's one of my favorite jokes I think I've ever written. Here's a blunt.
I'm good. I thought I told you guys I was just going to shotgun White Claws.
Oh, that's so much cooler. All right, sick. It's just between me and Joe. Will you pass that to Joe?
Absolutely.
All right, cool.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. Shout out Tracy for not smoking weed in the most eloquent way. Just like, I'd rather shotgun White Claws with Cam. Okay. Let's see. Oh, my new jokes are on my phone. Why did I read my notebook? I'm so thrown off by Thad not being here. It is so strange.
You're doing great. You're doing great, sweetheart.
Do you want to hear?
You should smile more.
Do you want to hear a bar I wrote the other, like a rap?
Yeah, I do.
I wrote this today. Every cake is better with cream. Bavaria on your body like a mosquito bite. Malaria. I'm a fucking rapper, dude. Let's see. I went to the mall the other day, and like racism is everywhere. It's pretty crazy. Like you see it all over the place in very unexpected places. Like Colorado is racist as fuck. Like I saw 3 people with one leg shorter than their other leg, like with the shoes and everything. They didn't know each other. Like white people really got to stop fucking their cousins and start fucking up family trees. Like yikes, this town is too small. But 3 of them in one mall? It wasn't even
Citadel,
the.
because
It
that
was
makes
the
sense.
Chapel Hills.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's for the Colorado Springs people. I think our only listeners. Let's see. I saw a dog gag at the smell of its own shit the other day, and I thought, damn, we are not that different than animals.
Mm-mm.
He got a whiff of it, and he was like, oh, oh. That's what I think he sounded like in his head, at least. You know how like people are like, they always say, like I kind of just did it there, like they. I think it's we finally get to figure out who they are. It is the people coming out as they, them. They've been saying all this shit forever. It's like, who says they do? It's them. Happy Pride.
Can I interject real quick?
Yeah, you can heckle. Like
Limp Bizkit was like the first people to address like non-binary people because, hey ladies, hey fellas, and the people that don't give a fuck.
Yo! Shout out the Limpy Bisques.
Sorry.
They were ahead of
Limpy
their
I'm gonna
time.
burn you.
They were
ahead of their
very ahead
time.
of their time. Limpy Biscuits sounds like
Limpy
a
Bisque.
terrible soup place.
I think I've called
That
like
only
lovers
plays,
that
like-
before.
Yo, this my Limpy Bisque. You want to hear something cool? This is my Limpy Bisque. Where my jokes at? Where my jokes at? Where my
I'm like
jokes
the
at?
worst person in the smoke circle.
No, this is fucking cool. Actually, it's going so much faster than I ever thought it would.
Thank you so much, Tracy.
welcome.
There is a lot of camaraderie between a person that like gives you a ride somewhere. Do you feel that? Like when it's just you and a homie?
Yeah.
Like, let's say we went to Loonees and you were my ride.
Yeah.
I am connected to you through a bond that is stronger than brotherhood, sisterhood, family,
1,000%.
fucking. It is stronger than all that because we give each other a signal.
Right.
It's be like, yo, you want to get out of here? And then like you kind of have to listen to them because
Right.
if you are the ride or the ridee,
What are you gonna do?
what are you gonna do? Die?
What are you gonna do? 100%.
I don't have an end to that joke, but it's
No, it's
there.
it also leaks into like music and the shit that you have in your car.
Yeah.
Like
And
people
there's,
get in my
like,
truck and they learn so much about
Oh
me.
yeah. Well, they get to
So
smell
much
they get
about
to
me.
smell what I smell.
This is my smell.
They
This is
learn
how
my
I
weed
smell.
strains by being in my car.
100%.
They're like,
They
you
also know-
smoking lemon skunk. That's my butt in for Thad. Like that was Thad for the audio listeners.
Sick.
Yo, dude, you smoking that blue lemon Prius? There he is. No, he's a Sagittarius. All right, now Thad can leave the room.
No, people get like an inside view of how many monsters I crush every day. I really am transitioning into a guy named Kyle. You were dead on.
No, you are, dude.
You were dead on.
I'm very sorry about that, but
It's
like
okay.
it's just kind of how it is.
It sucked for a day.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna tell one more joke and then we can get to talking. So I do a lot of voices and accents, as you guys know. If you're listening, and if you don't, fuck you. Listen. I struggle to do them on stage though, because it feels like I'm that 12-year-old, like we were talking about, with the knock-kneed shit, and I'm performing a monologue from fucking What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and I had never seen that movie, read any context about it. I thought it was a comedy. So I go up
No.
and I'm saying the thing that won Leonardo DiCaprio, like his fame, basically, like him telling his mom all this shit.
Right.
I'm saying that speech, but as Jerry Seinfeld. That's how it feels.
Happiness. What's up with that?
What's eating me? Like, hey, what's happening to the Gilbert? Like, what is going on? But for me to do that on stage, it does feel like I'm that kid again, like doing a monologue. But
Right.
in reality, I could just go and be like, fucking what's up, Loonies, you cunts? And then just talk like myself. Who gives a fuck?
Right.
Because
no one
I'm-
gives a fuck.
I'm much funnier when I don't write stuff.
Isn't it weird how much freedom we have and we won't let ourselves explore it because we're so afraid of what people will think of
Yeah.
us? But at the same time, it's like, that's fucking hilarious.
All right, well, I'm stopped telling new jokes. Let's just introduce Tracy. This is Tracy Kellet. She's amazing. I have a question.
you.
I have a question from Thad that he would ask if he was here.
Okay.
What the fuck do you even do?
Not much, dude. Not
Yeah,
much, man.
yeah.
Can we circle back to Gilbert Grape for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
So,
And honestly, haven't seen it since, so my brain immediately goes to the Grapes of Wrath from, and not the cool one,
that's
the
totally
VeggieTales.
different.
The VeggieTales.
VeggieTales.
I'm going a step in the wrong direction and then a step in the wronger direction.
One of so the first roast battle that they had, you know,
At
they asked me
Loonees?
to do it at Loonees, and one of my jokes for Corey Romero that fell flat. I still beat him, but not by much.
As you should.
But I said, "You look like you're what's eating Gilbert Grape," and no one laughed,
Yo!
and it was fucking
That's
beautiful.
funny because he looks like 3 Leonardo DiCaprios trapped in one body.
Yes!
Like a triplet born as one.
God, I was really bummed about that one. I
Yeah.
came back. It's fine. You got to
Yeah.
rebound. Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
Gilbert Grape,
I
man.
love roasting. But I never
Yeah.
saw that play. I did a lot of theater stuff. Did you do theater?
No, I was in the pit though. I played the drums. So
Oh,
I was,
like music shit?
yeah. So I was always
Gang.
the drummer for the pit.
Shout out.
So I've seen like Into the Woods and shit, and I hit that bass
Yo,
drum,
it's
man. I
Into the
hit
Woods,
that
it's
bass
time
drum.
to go.
It's good.
I love that they did those plays in high school because the second half of that play is not so very mystical. It is much more like, hey, is this guy going to cheat on his wife and his wife going to cheat on him?
1,000%.
And some high schools do those plays.
Oh, 100%.
What
It's nuts.
what was your first time being on stage as a comic or not? Like, what was the first time you remember getting on stage? Because Tracy's a comic. She's great. So
Hi.
yeah, look her up or whatever. Twacy Twits. This
Twacy.
is
Twacy
Tevin,
Twits.
apparently.
This is Tevin. Tevin too.
Will you pass that to
Um,
Joe?
Yeah, let me put Let me put my beer away.
Yeah. Beer, nice.
So I had no intention of being a comic. I managed a law firm for 13 years.
Nice, like Hoiser and Hoiser.
Basically.
But you blink.
I do blink.
That's for the locals. That is.
Yeah, my arm not that strong. So
I want to arm wrestle Frank Azar.
we can arm wrestle.
Yeah.
You want to arm wrestle before the end of the show?
Sure.
Let's do it. On that table, the plankton table. It does not have plankton on it. It's fine.
Oh, sick.
A coworker of mine signed me up for a comedy course, the same one that Tevin did. And with Cesar Cervantes. And he signed me up for it, and he was like, hey, it was a couple $100, so I really want you to go. He's like, but I think you're really funny.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so dumb. I don't want to do this. Like, I have horrible stage fright. I have so many mental disorders. Like, I do not need to be talking about that on the stage.
But at the same time.
But I do love attention. So I went.
There it is.
And I did fine.
Yeah.
And so the first time I was...
Which is crazy to do fine your first time.
It was fine. It was okay.
Yeah.
So the first time I did actual stand-up on a stage, it was at the Fine Arts Center. And
Shout out
like,
farts.
Farts. There were
Shout out that fart center.
a couple hundred people there.
Damn.
And I was like sweating. I had on my look back in the day was a jumpsuit.
That's fire. I fucks with jumpsuits.
So,
I have a jumpsuit.
I did too. It was denim, and I rocked
mine
that
is
shit.
denim.
Oh my gosh!
What color?
Like a dark blue denim. I'm
mine
so sorry, camera too.
Mine is lilac.
Okay, you are such a better girl than I am. Yeah, and I did fine, and it was so funny because Dan Rainey was like one of the like guys that would give us guidance, and he was like, all my jokes are super like self-deprecating, and he was like, you're not ugly, you should like write stuff about being, like an attractive female, and I was like, I don't feel like an attractive female.
That is the weirdest way for someone to give you a compliment, saying you're pretty. You should write jokes. Stop calling yourself ugly on stage. Write jokes about being a pretty woman.
Yeah, it's like I feel like I like unlocked some like insecurity of his. Like he was talking to me and felt like he shouldn't be talking to me. I don't know.
Yeah, he was out of his league or whatever.
So, and he told me, he was like, I know you're not going to do this beyond the show, but like, and then I ended up getting a guest spot from Al Goodwin. He emailed me and he was like,
shout out all these people.
Fucking Badgerine. He hit me up and he was like, would you like to do a guest spot? I'm in Loonees for the weekend. Would you like to do a guest spot, one guest spot on the Friday?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And I did it and I was addicted. Like it was so good.
Oh, and doing well in that room, like at a comedy club, to do well for a room that people are paying to see.
Yeah. It solidified something in me. I don't know what, but something. And then he asked me to do the next show, which is like cocaine. Because it was like, I did one show. I came for one show. I did
it's
okay.
It's like getting fucking tattoos, mate.
Yeah. And then I did the next show and I ate shit. But that first show high was so good. It was like, I'm never quitting.
Well,
my
you
God.
just got to keep
so
eating
good.
regardless of the plate. Shout out my Instagram bio. That's a much better like first couple shows of mine. I ate shit drunk in front of the crowd at Zodiac. I was 25th on the list.
Oh, I've done Zodiac before. That
was
Mike,
my
that was
first time.
back.
And I
the
did
day.
2 minutes out of my 10 because I was just drunk rambling. I don't know what I said. And then I was
Right.
like, I'm leaving. And then left and cried in my car and then cried myself to sleep. Woke up laughing and was like, I could do this. And then the pandemic hit. And I was like,
This is the best story I've ever heard in my life. By the
yeah.
way.
And then the next time I did comedy, I came out and wrote like a 5-minute bit about my weed dealer.
Uh-huh.
And I did a lot of crowd work because this one bitch was just heckling me. And I didn't really realize that like some people struggle with hecklers.
100%.
But I was like, let's have a conversation with you, lady. And she gave me so much like material. I love
Crowd work is hard for
and
a
I
lot
did
of people,
theater.
so I
I
think it's
did
amazing
theater.
that you did that. I think
I did theater and I've been on
Yes,
stage.
and?
I'm very comfortable. Yes. Well, improv is for fucking sillies.
I totally
I'm
thought
not
that
a
you were one of those
silly.
sillies.
I'm not a silly. I can do it on my own. I just don't like. I respect improv, and I improv
As
a lot
an
on
art
stage.
form.
I write on stage a lot of the time. Shout out Jay-Z. Like I'm just like going out the dome. But
Rockefeller.
But yeah, I'm not from anywhere that cool. But I respect improv so much, but I don't want to rely on someone else on stage to get me through a scene or to get me through a
Yes.
joke.
I
'Cause
feel
I'm
that
like,
same way.
I can make it start to finish across this bridge.
Right.
I
So
speak in parables. I'm like, Jesus.
you really are. Actually, when you said across this bridge, I just instantly thought about that scene in Emperor's New Groove, and now I'm super happy. So thank you
Man.
for giving that to me. John Goodman.
Shout out any
David Spade.
cartoon. Joe Bruno, I got a question for you. What is your
Sup?
favorite animated movie that is not a Disney?
Ooh,
We were going to talk about ska today.
we're getting there.
We're getting
Maybe.
there.
This is the gateway.
Let's film 10 episodes without Thad.
This is hard. Animated movie.
Yeah.
That's not a Disney.
Not a Disney film.
So does this? Because that's still such a wide window.
Big. And
big net.
I would say from like our child,
'Cause
let's do an old one.
I have a well, okay.
Something older.
So when I was a kid, comedy wise, Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Oh, true.
Like
You
the
were like
feature
the
film.
most.
Lesbian Seagull.
Lesbian
Shout out.
Seagull. Yep.
Y'all are Beavis and Butthead right here.
Yeah.
I totally am butthead.
Hey, come on, with your fuck. Oh my god.
Yeah, that, and then kid of the '90s, South Park came out. Like there was all those things I wasn't supposed to watch that
Yeah.
I was watching.
Right.
Like at 11 o'clock at night on MTV or
That was
Comedy
me
Central.
watching like Cat Williams perform.
Right.
Like I watched some we watched weird. That's weird shit to watch as like a kid. Like what was your favorite Disney princess? Joe Bruno. Let's find out some
Favorite.
stuff about Joe.
We're digging.
Disney
We're digging.
Christmas.
Let's get to know the producer, Joe Bruno.
Beauty and the Beast was a dope movie. That princess was dope.
Yeah, Bella's hot. She
Stockholm
reads.
Syndrome, shout out.
She
Mermaid-
reads, though.
Mermaid
She
was a dope-
reads.
She's
But weren't
literate.
they all?
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause-
100%.
Like,
Well,
'cause
here's
if
the
we're talking
thing.
about
Walt Disney probably kept women in his basement, and he liked to trap women. He's the beast. If we're being, they wrote all these movies after he died. All the ones before was sweet, weird fairy tales from Victorian times or some shit where there was kings and queens and castles and fucking shit.
Oh shit! Look, can I interrupt though? And
100%.
Tracy, I want to
Please.
ask. Tracy, I want to ask the hard times, man. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Tracy's written a headline-
She's a contributing writer to the fucking Hard Times, man.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
subscribe, read
Yeah.
it. Tracy writes shit.
Follow it. I didn't realize how many followers they had when I pitched
How
my
many
shit.
followers
No,
do they
it
have?
They're a
has-
big deal, dude.
It has nothing
That's
to do
a-
with me. It has to do with them. So like when they picked me up, I was a boner, instant boner. Very
Well, it's
excited.
like when a blue check watches your story for some reason,
Yeah,
and you're
it's-
like, why?
Why? I feel like I have like really bad imposter syndrome, so I never thought that I was like a good writer. You know what I mean? I always thought like I was
Yeah.
writing for myself and no one else got it. Even when other people like laughed at my shit, I was like, it's just for me.
You were thinking it was pity laughs.
100%.
Yeah.
So when I got picked up, I was like, oh my God, they think my headlines are funny, but they're going to write
Yeah.
for me. And then like you have to write your own shit, obviously.
Yeah.
And then when all my shit gets published immediately, it's like it feels really good.
What are
So,
some of your favorite headlines
my favorite headline was
that you've written?
the one about the dog. The dog uses talking buttons to tell filthiest version of the aristocrats yet. That was my favorite. Yeah, that was a good one. I have I did like a Cosmo-esque one that was like 5 ways to drive your man crazy as per the MK Ultra documents.
Holy
That was
shit.
fun.
That's funny.
That was funny. They just released one today. I didn't love it. Don't read it, but I have a couple more in the pipeline. The one today was like Carfax report includes how many hours woman spends screaming to Florence and the Machine. I don't know. That's not the
come
actual.
on. That's like 10 minutes.
It was a good headline, but it
That's
was fine.
ridiculous.
Yeah, but I love it. I love it. It's also really cool just like being like a writer group with other people that like are coming from the same background. Like they all like
Yeah.
are punk, ska, alt,
Yeah.
emo. So like even if like a headline doesn't get picked up, I just sit there and I will giggle for hours at like 2 a.m. at some of the shit that people fucking
Well, it's
submit.
just it's a funny writer's room that's online
yeah.
Yeah.
between a bunch of like weird people.
So
Is
it's
it- is
super
a-
cool.
A lot of the other ones, because there's another. I have another friend I know he's pitched. He's done a couple articles for Hard Times.
Uh-huh.
Brian
This
Ostro.
feels like we're standing outside a punk show smoking.
And
Dude, I'm so
cigarettes.
into. Wait, are we smoke? Can I smoke a cigarette? I can't smoke a cigarette.
Not
in here.
down here. no.
Just weed. God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay,
This
it's
place
fine.
would reek of cigarettes if that was allowed.
Yeah.
Hey, Luke.
There's 4
There's-
out of 5 comics in here that do have a nicotine problem.
God damn it. Well, if you ever want to bend the rules, can I come back and be the one
Neither-
to smoke in y'all's
If
house?
either one of us lived here, we'd say yes. We're all just kind of trespassing filming this podcast.
I don't even know. Do they know that we're here?
I think so.
Maybe. Okay.
That might
Tuesday.
be asleep.
We've been doing this every Tuesday for like 6 months now.
Yeah, they know that I'm
So
I
here.
love that you guys
we're
have, like, a
here
schedule.
In and out.
Yeah.
That's pretty
In and
dope.
out like burgers, baby.
Right?
Hot dog.
So yeah, it's been super cool, and it's also been I had like serious writer's block, and like the thing I didn't understand about writer's block is that like I'm still writing the entire time. Like I have been writing nonstop for months. It's
Yeah.
just I get in my head about what's funny or not, so I just trash everything. I
Sure.
think it's not funny. So it's been one of those things like when you have a deadline and you have to write something.
Yeah.
It fired like a different part of my brain.
And yeah, because it's not forcing you to feel like you have to be funny right now. It's just like, hey, write something.
Yeah, you have
Because
to
you know
write
you're
something.
funny, so it's just like, write something.
And you have to trust the process.
That's how this
So-
feels sometimes with this podcast, because we were like, yo, let's do a new joke segment every week.
That's insane.
And we film every week.
Right.
We write a new 5 minutes every week for each other. And some of it's shit. Some of it's good. Like some of it's turned into
there were gems in there tonight.
Some
there
of
were
them
gems.
have turned in some of my better jokes. I wrote
Yeah. Your feet have to be to the fire sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's nice to have that luxury
this
of
feels
not
like
having a deadline.
an open mic, because it's like a live setting where there's pressure. And
Right.
We gotta deliver or
Mhm.
eat it. Because
Right.
it's like that's the only way you could test a joke
Right.
is to an audience, and there's technically an audience. Shout out all 4 of you. I don't know.
damn.
Who's listening. At least 5. There was someone in like
I'm
Europe
I
last
think-
time.
Dude, we used to have like a bunch of Canadian followers, and
Yo,
I think
I
Canada
hope we-
fucking hated us.
I've got one. I think
like,
my
the best
cousin
way.
Mark listens. Hopefully, shout out cousin Mark. Slap a message in the comment if you're
Canadian
listening.
bacon,
you
eh?
fucking hoser.
yeah.
Yeah,
But-
he's cool.
Hard times though, man. Ska. You were saying ska writers. And fucking
Yeah.
like.
Tracy Kellet. Oh wait, Joe, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I'm just saying. There's so many like that's. I've been reading Hard Times for like over a decade.
Isn't that crazy?
So,
Me-
like,
yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that's been just in my feed. Like it's a great comedy satire. It's usually musicians, comedians doing stuff, and it's
Right.
just
Yeah, because I send it to all my music friends when there's like a joke about bassist. I have like 10
Well,
bassists I know.
Oh
I'll
God!
just send
And
it
I will
all.
tell you what. For every bassist joke you see, there are 50 fucking headlines. I mean, like there are probably 200 headlines submitted every single day
Yeah.
in like the different forums.
Oh, I
So
bet.
it's insane, and everyone shits on the bassist and the drummer.
Well, it's because
I
they
mean,
get
which is
laid
fair.
the most.
Yeah. So it's crazy.
But ska though, Tracy, you like ska?
What
We're
are
gonna
your
talk about
top-
ska for a
all right,
minute. We
all right.
we got to go pretty quick, but we'll give a little
You
time
know
to
what?
ska.
We don't have to do. We could have Tracy tell a joke at the end, but we'll just talk about ska until we need to.
Okay.
How much time do we have left?
20 minutes.
This is the
5:40.
hell yeah. All right, cool. What are your top 5 favorite ska bands of all time? I'm putting you on the
Okay.
Spot on the spot.
Top 5.
Putting you on the spot. Talk about ska music on the spot. Oh my God, it's a tease. I went to a tease. Oh no.
So I'm going to say this. Political opinions aside, because there has been some shit that's shaken
Oh,
out
sure,
recently,
sure.
and I
Yeah,
need to shake
yeah,
that
yeah,
out.
yeah.
My number 1 favorite ska band of all time is Operation Ivy. I feel like that is like a no-brainer for anyone in the community. It's a
Yeah.
travesty that they only released 1 album. I did get
Big
a limited
facts.
edition cut.
That's
so that was
cool.
cool, and I got it from Hard Times. So
Yo. Hell yeah,
just
dude.
giving back.
Shameless plugs.
Number 2 is Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Clueless for
Dickie-
anyone who's not a ska
Dude,
friend, or
absolutely.
whatever, you know.
Dickie Barrett. I get it. You're anti-vax. Fuck off.
Yeah, but you know, anti-vax. You can't anti-smack.
You can't
this, I'm
anti-ska.
gonna- Yeah.
That-
Yeah. I don't know. Get a vaccine so we can go to shows, man.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
broke
know.
up. I cried.
Yeah, that was sad.
I mean, I don't know in any particular order.
Yeah,
Mustard
this isn't
Plug,
in order.
Mustard Plug
Shout
is
out Mustard Plug.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
God. Okay, I'll go Pie Tasters,
Oh, nice.
and I'm gonna end it in a really cheesy way and
No, hit
say
it.
Real Big Fish.
Fuck yeah.
Real Big Fish is tight. Real Big Fish
Real
is
Big
tight.
Fish.
Joe?
So we were talking outside about your last fist fight, and I'm totally gonna interrupt you. So you said your last fist fight was when you were in 20, right?
Yeah.
My last fist fight, I fought a lot in high school,
Yeah.
and then I cooled off.
As
But
one does.
I went to a Real Big Fish concert at
Nice.
Black Sheep. And I
Yo,
got into
word.
a fist fight at a Real Big Fish concert at the
That's
Black Sheep.
fucking cool.
And Ballyhoo opened for them. They saw the fist fight. I'm fist fighting at this point to de-escalate.
Fist
Like I'm just
fight.
like, hey, I have anger issues. You need to calm down and leave my friend alone. I punched
Yeah.
you twice.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the back of the room and get a beer, and then we're going to leave. And the lead
That was
singer
very
of
Canadian of
Ballyhoo
you.
watched us, and he gave me a bunch of free merch. And also, we lived like 20 minutes away from each other in Maryland, come to find
word.
out. But it was
Shout
very
out
funny.
Ballyhoo, that's
Yeah,
funny.
he was just like, oh my God, I just saw what happened. Like, what the
Dude, that's
fuck?
cool.
And I was like, dude, I'm sorry.
Nice.
Like, I'm not
Nice.
trying to like be
Yeah.
violent, but also I want to stay to hear she has a girlfriend now. So
Yeah.
let's get this out of the gate. Yeah.
Big facts.
Ska guys, what is your favorite instrument of a ska band? Because they got like this horn section. That's
Trombone.
I
Trombone,
really-
baby.
I fuck with a sax.
Saxophone's a good one too.
Well, because it's like it gives me the Kenny G's,
Can you
and
throw
then
me
I
a White
get
Claw?
it. I'll name my top 5 real fast.
Yeah, what are your
For
top
ska,
5?
'cause my
Do you
top
know
5 are different
5?
than yours. Oh, do I know 5? I'm a ska kid.
I'll take it.
I'm a ska kid.
You're a ska kid?
It's been my favorite.
I'm so...
It's been my favorite kind of music consistently, I can say.
Holy-
Shout out Marty Wells. Me and my friend Marty, my best friend Marty, we are ska kids.
I'm so
Like,
excited right now.
I've been to hundreds of ska shows. Okay, so I'll
I
name
didn't
my
know
top
this
5.
about you.
Yeah, I'm a ska kid.
Oh my
I
God.
can skank with the best of them. Okay,
Who
so
can't?
no, I can't. If I wasn't sitting in high. Okay, here we go. In no particular order.
Okay.
Street-
I try to do the order and it's too hard.
Yeah, I'm not. Streetlight Manifesto.
Hey,
Yes.
Dear
Dear Sergio.
dude, all of it.
their
I just
cover
spilled on my
album
tits.
was
It's
dope.
fine.
Well, that's fine.
It just went Pornhub real quick.
There's not enough White Claw spilling on tits on this podcast. That's what we've been seeing in the in the comments.
Increase the content.
Okay, Streetlight.
Streetlight's a good one.
I'm gonna say Real Big Fish too.
Yeah.
They did a lot for me. I'm gonna throw a fun one in. 5 Iron Frenzy.
Okay.
Because I grew up a preacher's kid, and like that was one of the first ones I was introduced to. It's
Yes.
like damn OC
Christian
Supertones,
ska.
like that kind of shit. Because
Christian
90s
ska.
Christian ska,
Like
was
OC
fire.
Supertones.
Yo, that shit was fire.
Yeah,
like,
fire! I have
was
stories about both
shook,
those,
dude.
and if we have to wait until after the podcast, I'll tell them. But I do have
we could
stories
have a
about
part
5
2
Iron
with
Frenzy,
Tracy, and we can
and I
film
have one about the
that.
OC Supertones.
Okay, so I've got, what is that, 3?
Yeah.
2 more. I listen to a lot of Mustard Plug.
Love Mustard
I
Plug.
fuck with them a lot.
Love them. They're so goddamn. They're underrated too in the
They
ska community.
really are.
They've like been openers for 35 fucking years.
Yeah. Shit. No, I gotta think of a 5th. This is so hard to like narrow them down.
Mm-hmm.
Because like Less Than Jake was a really fun show.
I didn't even say Less Than Jake,
I know
and
you
Less
were
Than
in the
Jake
hat.
is my
Less
number
Than
one.
Jake.
Actually,
Less Than
I
Jake.
totally
Tight.
spaced
Yeah.
it. They're my favorite. They're my
Oh,
absolute
that's
favorite.
your faves? Well,
Yeah.
you're wearing a fucking hat, so
I'm so-
I'd hope so.
My absolute
yeah,
favorite.
Beanie
Dude,
Boy.
there's
with Less
like,
Than Jake.
I did.
Jake.
I did drugs with their bassist Raj Lima.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was into RX
Shit.
Bandits. RX Bandits, you remember
Oh,
that?
Yes,
word.
100%.
It's like Schemo.
Yeah.
You know? It's like ska
the
and
Potato
emo.
Love that
Pirates.
shit.
The Potato Pirates were fun. There was a lot of
You're
just
getting
fun.
deep.
Yeah,
Are you about
dude.
to
Me
say
and
like
Marty,
Skank and Pickle? Because that's deep.
I thought that
love
when I
Skank
said
and Pickle.
Skank. But this is so hard.
Hey, Cameron.
I might say Jeff Rosenstock. Because he's technically ska, because he's just fucked with that whole world. Can I say him as an individual?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because he released a
Absolutely.
ska version of his own album.
I love it.
Yeah.
Ska 2 Network.
Ska Dream. Okay, word.
We got to move along,
right.
guys.
Do you have a
Cameron,
hot minute?
Well, actually, Cameron, real quick.
No, I have one hot joke that I already told you.
For the sake of the episode, can you spell saxophone real quick?
Oh, yeah, I could do that shit. I could spell it backwards if you want.
Oh, let's do that.
Do you want me to spell saxophone backwards?
I don't know if we'll name it that, but yeah.
No,
whatever
it's
you
fine.
want.
No, name it that.
Okay.
Name it saxophone backwards.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
E
Mm-hmm.
N O H P O X A S.
Fuck yeah.
That was really hard.
I'm so burp counter. I'm so
Okay.
impressed.
Tracy, it's time for new jokes one more time. I'm your host, Cameron McKenzie, blah blah blah. Tracy, do you have a hot minute?
All I have is what I already told you. So what I was talking to him before about was that it's really hard being a female that was in the Army. Specifically, I was special operations. Like I jumped out of planes. I was specially trained. I had to go to language school. And I hate talking to dudes about it specifically because
Yeah.
they're always trying to test me. They're like, "Oh, you were a chick in special operations? Tell me 3 war crimes I've committed."
Name my top 3.
Top 3. That's really all I have.
Name my top 3 federal criminal offenses that I've had. Name my 3 ex-wives.
Right, exactly.
Name
Stacy?
the 3 things I named my Dodge Chargers. Name the 3 names.
Stacy?
To end the podcast, I'm going to call Thad. He's sick right now. He's upstairs, and I'm going to see if he picks up. If he doesn't, I have 3 roast for Thad, and then we'll call it a day.
Hell yeah.
Tracy, I just want to say thank you for being on.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Thad. Do you have
Thanks,
anything to
Evan.
say? Okay. Yo, gang shit. Do you want some chicken noodle soup? Well, I don't fucking have any. Go fuck off. Bye. Bop, 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 bop. Thanks, Tracy. That's been a podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime, motherfucker. Here we go again. There's a coat hanger over there. What they hanging up? They never ironed a shirt. They got no button up. Says no motherfuckers in this house that know how to dress. I be in here looking my best, trying to impress. I'm not gonna stop this flow cause it is too fucking hard. I'm coming out here like we're playing poker with cards. I'm gonna smoke so much weed after this episode that I'm gonna float until I can't no more. I'm gonna cut your mama's throat in half in my dreams. I don't know. See, I lost it. That's it. It's been Beanie Boys being blunt. Thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Joe. Fuck you, Thad. I love you guys. Bye.
Thanks, guys.